Oh my gosh, we're in 2015 and we are here for the Heirs, their first solo tour ever. Oh my god. This is the first of like 10 videos I have of them in the next while. Anyways, this show was in Chicago. It was at my favorite venue in Chicago, which is Schubas. I have a total love for Schubas. I don't know why, but I do. I love that venue so much. It's so tiny and it's so small, and honestly, it hasn't been the best venue I've ever been at, but I still love it, and I don't know why. But this one was fun. I don't remember who opened for them, but this was like a 3-show tour. They went from LA to Chicago to New York City, and this was Chicago. It was fun. I was in the front. Of course I was. It's kind of hard not to be in the front. I was actually there really early because I didn't... Before this, I think I'd only been at that venue like once, and I didn't know whether or not people would line up. So I was there like 6 or 7 hours early, like before the doors opened, and like walking around. And then I had to sit in my car for a little bit because some of their backup bands saw me, and so I hid. I don't really remember the show. I remember it was fun.
So, let's go!
Yeah, the end of the show, I waited until everybody left. I had brought this like picture of like a wishbone because that was like their thing at the time, and it was gold and it was a wishbone, and I bought it from Hobby Lobby. Accidentally made them believe that I made it myself when all I did was take the glass out. And then like last minute, like I wrote on the back and I was like, I don't know what to write, but I was like waiting, and I was like, they're almost done and they're gonna leave and then I'm not gonna do this, and I really wanted to do this, so I just like quickly on the back wrote love you forever, and then I was like, how do I end this? I don't want to be like end ever, but I also was like, the other thing you could say is like infinity and beyond, and I was like, I didn't want to do that either, so I was like love you forever and beyond, and then I was like, what the fuck is that? But okay, it's already written in Sharpie, like I can't get rid of it, and I need to talk to them before they leave now. So I did. I held it in my bag. I held this in my bag this whole time. I had 2 of them, and I held them in my bag the entire show. It was so heavy. Because I bought matching ones, one for me and one for them. Why I did that, here's the thing. When I want to be remembered, I know how to do it. And when I don't want to be remembered, I'm really good at making sure that people don't remember me. And in this show, I was like, they're going to remember me, because they hadn't remembered me at past shows fully. They said they did, but I didn't actually believe them. So I was like, after this show, they will remember me. So I walk up to Savannah and I was like, here, like I have this for you. It's for you. And she was like, Brandon, you have to come over here. And I was like, that's okay, that's cute. So they ended up looking at it together. They're like, you love this, you made this? And I was like, no. And they were like, you made this, that's so cool. And I was like, I didn't make it. And they're like, that's so cool, you made this. And I was like, okay, I made it. I was like, I have an extra one for me, would you be able to sign mine? And then they did, and it's in my room right now. And they signed it, and it was really cute, and it was awesome, and it was cute. And I was like, I don't know if you remember me. And Savannah was like, yeah, I remember you. And like I could tell that she like actually meant it, like she actually remembered me. And Brandon was like, yeah, I remember you, but in a way that I was like, you have absolutely no idea who I am. And I was like, you need to not lie to me right now. Like, this is not, like, you don't have to lie to me, it's fine. But I give them mine to sign, they both do it. And then I was like, oh yeah, and I'm going to your show in New York tomorrow. And then Brandon was like, yeah, are you going on the same flight? And I was like, probably not. And he was like, yeah, our flight's at like 8 a.m. And I was like, oh, mine's at like 6:30, so we're not going on the same flight. And he was like, and when we're on the same flight, you can like sit next to us. And I'm like, and he's like, I can't wait to see you on the flight. And I was like, we love that. That's anyways. And then I talked to their mom for a little bit, and that was cool. And then I drove straight to the airport from that show. That's cool. And then I got to the airport and I went in and I just waited to board. At one point there was this really cute puppy just sitting next to me when I was waiting to board, and it was so cute, and it was just like ready to go on a flight, and I was like, I'm so happy that I get to go on a flight with this little like teeny tiny puppy. That was amazing because I hadn't slept yet, so I was completely out of it. I like pulled a muscle too. Also, there was like makeup all over my face because I didn't bring anything to like wash it off. It was a mess. I was a mess. And like, I think the only thing that I could eat at the airport at that time was like hot Cheetos. Everything was bad. But that's how I ended that night. I stayed overnight in an airport with a puppy next to me. So it was pretty good. Pretty good night.